Hey, what's happening, DC Gamers? Me, the DC01, and welcome to this week's versus episode on the Walkthrough channel. This week it's Baron Corbin against Big E. The reason I'm doing this is because, well, Baron Corbin was really the only birthday we had this week. His birthday was on September 13th, and he turned 37, so I really didn't have an opponent for him. So I had to come up with someone who was in the news recently, or this week was, important for. So I chose Big E, and we'll get to why later when I'm talking about Raw. So let's jump right in. Alright. So the Raw began with a confrontation between Big E, Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, Bobby Lashley, and MVP. This began to broke down and ended with Orton RKOing Lashley. In a match between Charlotte Flair and Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax distracted Shayna Baszler, allowing Charlotte Flair to win. This then brought out Alexa Bliss, who gifted Charlotte her own doll, similar to the one that Alexa has of herself, but it's a doll of Charlotte. They began fighting, and Bliss was the one who ended up last woman standing. That sentence did not make sense whatsoever. Like, in the end, Alexa Bliss was the last woman standing there. Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders beat Shanky, Veer, and Mahal. Damian Priest beat Jeff Hardy to retain the US title and was then attacked by Sheamus. Sheamus also attacked Jeff Hardy before Damian Priest took out Sheamus. Nikki Cross beat Tamina, even though Tamina looked like she kicked out. Tamina then attacked Nikki Cross afterwards. Rhea Ripley beat Natalya. Omos, AJ, Mason T-Bar beat Mustafa Ali, Mansoor, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. Piper Niven beat Eva Marie. And in the final match of the night, so basically the whole confrontation at the beginning of the show was about, because somehow Randy Orton got the WWE title match between him and Lashley at Extreme Rules moved to that Raw to be the main event. So the world title match was on the main event of Raw this week. So Bobby Lashley beat Randy Orton to retain the WWE Championship. Then Big E came out and cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Okay, I messed up the reversal. Crap. Okay, at that time. Again, it's the same move. It's the same button to reverse in Arkham City, so I should be used to it. So yeah, Big E cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase, beat Bobby Lashley to become the new WWE Champion, and was then joined in the ring by Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods to celebrate. So that was really nice. My one question is, why would they waste the moment on Raw? I mean, don't get me wrong, the moment was not wasted. The pop Big E got was huge, not just when he came out, but when he actually won. That was really good. So obviously the fans, it worked great, but I feel like this should have been something saved for a pay-per-view. I mean, Extreme Rules is right around the corner, hence why in the Extreme Rules ring or arena. So I don't really get why they wanted to do it on Raw when, the title match was already established to be happening at Extreme Rules. Why just jump it ahead just to do the cash in early, if that was the plan for Big E to cash in during the match or after the match? So I guess that means that Big E does not have a challenger for the WWE title at Extreme Rules yet. So they're going to have to set that up in the next week or so. I forget when Extreme Rules is. But, you know, that's still pretty exciting. Big E, well deserved. He's now the champion. So I guess that means that Survivor Series, if, you know, Big E holds the title that long. God dang it, ref. Oh, it actually helped the match rating. Probably goes down my heel. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was such an easy thing to block, but I just pressed the wrong button. Boo. So yeah, if WWE kind of stick with Big E as champion and, you know, let him hold the title all the way into Survivor Series, and presumably they do the same thing with Reigns, I guess that means we're getting Big E versus Reigns at Survivor Series, which would be cool to see. But at the same time, I feel like more people wanted to see Bobby Lashley versus Reigns. I mean, Big E's great, don't get me wrong. I mean, I feel like Lashley versus Reigns is what WWE have been building up to this whole point, which is why I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they kind of rushed the cash in. Because I get the feeling, knowing WWE, they let Big E win at Raw, he maybe goes through like, what, Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell as champion, but then sometime between now and Survivor Series, he loses it back to Lashley just so they can do Lashley versus Reigns. I mean, that doesn't seem outside the realms of reality for WWE. And, you know, then Big E never wins the title again. It'd be like what they did with Kofi. They put a huge story and a ton of effort into, you know, the story of him winning the title. Then he loses it after, you know, really at a nothing thing. Remember, he lost it to Brock Lesnar on SmackDown in like a 30-second match, if that. And then he never challenged for the title again. He was never, since then he's never really even been in the title picture. And I get kind of worried that they might do the same thing with Big E. And they put this huge story behind him winning the title, but then just have him lose it, and then never challenge for it again. WWE's whole, alright, we gave you what you wanted, now shut up. We'll go back to what we were doing before. But that's just me. I'm skeptical of how WWE's gonna handle it. I hope they handle it well, but, you know, WWE, so can't be for sure. Ooh, boom. Alright, let's get into SmackDown. So SmackDown began with Reigns, the Usos, and Paul Heyman out. They were then confronted by Big E, the new WWE Champion Big E, and Finn Balor. They both came out to confront the Bloodline, which then led to a tag match, in which Finn Balor and Big E beat the Usos. Rick Boogs defeated Bobby Roode. Afterwards, Apollo Crews and Aziz attacked Nakamura and Rick. Toni Storm and Liv Morgan beat Carmella and Zelina Vega by count-out after Carmella walked off, saying she might have broken her nose. Liv then challenged Carmella for a match at Extreme Rules. Carmella accepted, but apparently so did Zelina Vega, saying that she'd have to go through her first. So does that mean Liv's pulling double duty at Extreme Rules, or she has to beat Zelina in order to face Carmella? Well, given how Zelina's been booked recently, I guess Liv is gonna get Carmella either way. Ooh. Ooh. Sami Zayn beat Dominic Mysterio. And the final segment of the night was a huge homecoming event for Bianca Belair, because I guess it was this SmackDown was held in Knoxville, Tennessee. Is that right? Which is where Bianca's from. So she got a huge hero's welcome by current mayor Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane, which is funny. I never made that connection until until like they kind of just mentioned it. It's like, oh yeah, Kane's the mayor of where Bianca Belair's from. I wonder how Bianca feels about that. Okay, I hit that reversal way too quick. I literally hit right trigger when the Y thing popped up, and then I hit Y afterwards. Alright, so yeah, Kane, literally Mayor Kane brings Bianca into the ring. Bianca comes out, they do the whole celebration, yay. But then Becky Lynch came out to ruin the celebration and ended up taking out Belair. Uh-oh. Oh, no you don't. Boom. Get off me. Hold on. Where are my other... Alright, end of days. Okay, I only got the one signature and the one finisher. Great. A very deep moveset you've got there, Corbin. Alright, here we go. Time to finish it off. And good night. No one's kicked out yet. One. Happy Corbin, yay! Ah yes, what a great highlight, that moment when Big E dragged him to the middle of the ring. Ooh. I just realized we got two former Mr. Money in the Banks going at it. That's nice. Yeah, remember that? Baron Corbin was Mr. Money in the Bank at one point. What's with your right eye, Corbin? Did you see that? It was like he was like squinting. That was normal. Okay. Alright, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed that versus. We got through Raw and SmackDown pretty quick. We had lots of birthdays to talk about, and I got to actually have a conversation instead of just reading off a list of matches. Yay! Today was very productive. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because of the time. Stay tuned for next week's versus and the next part of our Batman Arkham City walkthrough series. DC Guy01 and the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin signing out. Bye guys.